Dean Jones and Farokh Engineer in the house. I'm guessing Farokh will be the happier of the two since he picked the underdog.
Well, I just picked Sunriser because Dino picked and I thought I'll support the underdogs this time. But when they got 126, I was taking shelter, wasn't I?
You were.
But we're 1-all.
Yeah,
because I backed Mumbai Indians yesterday.
You did, but you called it pretty well. Pretty poor standard of cricket tonight.
Very poor standard of cricket. I mean, Dale Steyn,
he was
great bowling.
Yeah.
He hadn't got a wicket till the last over, and then 3 magnificent deliveries, 3 for 11 and 3 for 19 for Amit Misra. Bowled beautifully, I think.
Right. You're talking about the standard of cricket. Just to give the benefit of the doubt to the two teams, Rusty, their first game in the IPL this season?
No, look, I'll give them that, yeah, without doubt. And on the ground, it's a little bit bigger than most.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too many short boundaries like you see maybe at CSK or something like that. But look, you've got to hand it to the Sunrisers. Look, I just look at their batting lineup. It doesn't,
I wouldn't call it rusty because they play so much cricket these days.
Yeah, but they don't play in these type of spots. They don't know their roles properly yet. Yeah, so they haven't played a lot of T20 cricket of late.
With the batting lineup that Pune Warriors have, can you imagine your wildest dreams they're not getting 126 runs.
Right. I guess Farokh is beef for the fact that they get the big bucks and then they need to perform the first game they play. Is that what you're
Absolutely. Would you disagree with me?
No, I wouldn't. No.
Come on, guys. Do you agree with me?
But I wouldn't know. I haven't played international cricket. The two of you have.
But you get big bucks.
Do you think Man United play well in their first game of the year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're expected to.
You're talking about Man United now.
Well, but we expected these guys to be ready in the first game, though, all the time. Oh, look, we are, but you've got to cut them a little bit of slack, I think.
Right.
A little.
Okay.
But I still thought they were poor, both teams. We're not going to worry too many guys in this competition.
Right. So you're already calling them, the two of them, out of the top 4?
No, I think Pune, until they get their batting order right. Look, for Marsh coming at number 8 and Matthews coming in so late, I don't know what Yuvraj was doing. What type of shot was that? I can't work that out.
Pune are one of the best teams on paper, aren't they?
Paper, yeah. But look, as we know, paper is nothing, is it? It's just nothing, is it? So they're a little bit better than that.
I don't know what Yuri was doing.
What did Mitchell Marsh bowl?
Was there overconfidence? 126 would get it easily.
Yeah. So let me ask you the same question. Are you also ruling these two teams out for the sake of the fans that support these two teams can't make it to the top 4 with the evidence that we saw this evening?
When you have a poor batting lineup like Sunrisers have, but the bowling, you got Dale Steyn, 3 for 11. Amit Mishra 3 for 19. How can you rule a team out like that? And again, how can you rule a team out like Pune Warriors? Because on paper, they are star-studded. Fantastic batting side. So you can never rule out any team in the 2020 format.
Right.
And it was just a low-scoring game and a very poor standard game today.
Yeah. Right.
Everyone wants a close finish in the IPL 2020.
Great. So encouraging words for the fans of Pune Warriors and I beg your pardon, Sunrisers. I still refer to them as the Deccan Chargers. But we've also got a lot of questions coming in on our second screen. Now, this is a mobile application or a tablet application that you may have, and you can send your questions directly to the two experts that we have here. And we've already got a few questions there. One of those questions, and probably anyone, I'll ask you, Dino, to answer that. Gentleman asking, is Dale Steyn same or as effective in T20 cricket as he is in Test matches?
Yeah, he was. And if everybody was watching close enough, he cross-seamed a lot of balls tonight, and sometimes the ball skids through, and if he hits the seam, it'll jump. But I'll tell you what he does do that most others don't. He can bowl a Yorker, and if the batsman misses, he hits the stumps, and we saw that tonight. He knows how to shut teams down. The biggest problem he's got is that their weakest part in their game, I think, is their bowling at times. Now, Cameron White, Mishra was fantastic. Cameron White and Reddy, not really great bowlers for this form of the game.
Cameron White bowled 1 over, 4 dot balls, gave only 2 runs. Is that good captaincy or Sangha? I mean, he captained side brilliantly. That's why they won it.
This is where the new captaincy is. Which I don't get. Like, if I'm a batsman and I hit 23 off and over, you want me to keep batting the next over, correct?
Correct.
But if I bowl, as Farokh said, 0 for 2, 4 dot balls, you don't get another over. So why should I bowl a good over? I don't get that.
Right, that's an interesting point you make, and hopefully all the captains are
listening. Back to Dale Steyn, great bowler, not only naturally gifted bowler, quick. His action is beautiful as well. Right. But he's the thinking bowler. He thinks. Did you see the batsmen? They were all moving away. Yeah. They were all on the 5th or 6th stump, and he knew that, and that's why he was aiming for the middle and aiming for their body, not giving them any room.
Right.
That's why it's a great bowler.
And this, we heard him in the interview, this after the fact that he just landed a day before this game, said he didn't even sleep the whole day,
well,
and
if
still
landed
performed.
an hour before the game, you would have still bowled the same way.
Right. So,
natural, raw
ominous
talent.
sign.
No different with Farokh play. They stayed up all night with the Australians and they had a really good time, and then they go and play the next day.
Probably and perform better, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, another bowler who did well, and Dino, let's talk about him, Amit Mishra. Sometimes underrated, but we were seeing his wrong ones, the googlies, not very easy to pick for the batsman.
I don't know why, because we were picking them pretty easily from here in Delhi. Like,
well, because the game looks easier on the television,
no,
you would know.
It's not though. For us, it's not. We just see it's the wrong one. We could see it spinning.
You train automatically as a wicket keeper, especially. As I said, I kept wickets with Chandrasekhar, who was perhaps the most difficult of all to pick.
What pace did he bowl?
Didn't know.
What pace did he bowl?
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
And he didn't know himself a lot of times which way the ball was going. So what chance did the poor batsman got? And the poor wicketkeeper behind the stumps. But I used to see the way he used to grip the ball, the way the ball left his fingers in the air and off the pitch. Split-second computerized effect, and that's the way we pick Amit Mishra. Bowled beautifully. Very intelligent bowling again to the left-hander. He was bowling a lot of googlies, so he hits against the spin, and that's where he got his wickets.
Right. For the Pune, Dino, apart from improving their fielding, batting and bowling, anything else they can work on? For example, their batting order?
Yeah, Pandey was poor tonight, like 15 off 29 balls. That was poor for me. Samuels, is he a number 3 for me? I'd still like Yuvraj batting a little bit higher than that. Taylor, Naya looked all right today, but they should have got those runs today. Look, when you're chasing mediocre totals, you don't know whether to go hard early, or do you back off, or do you try and finesse it.
You reckon there was a bit of complacency in it?
I don't know.
Low total, we'll get it easily.
Yeah, you might be right there, Farokh. But I'll tell you what I've learned over the years. You've got to think you're chasing 150. You just go out and nail them in the first 6 overs. Game over. They drop their heads all over. You've got to impart your presence amongst them straight away. But they went out like a bit of a net. I'll be careful of staying, won't give him my wicket. He's still got to go after staying a little bit. Right. If he can smell blood in the water, trust me, he's going to go you. But they said, well, just block him, and then we'll try and go after Ishant Sharma, and you don't do that. Right.
So fast bowlers fear of batsmen being scared. Another thing, and not just talking about the two teams here, but the quality of the pitch seemed very slow. Not the ideal T20 wicket, or a good advert for a T20 game.
There was nothing wrong with the wicket at all. I mean, Dale Steyn didn't find it very slow, did he? Dale Steyn didn't find the wicket very slow.
We were hearing the interviews. Batsmen from both sides.
The slips, they were way back.
But batsmen from both sides said there was a slow pitch, and the ball wasn't really coming.
There was an uneven bounce. You're bound to find that on Indian pitches or subcontinental pitches. Right. You're bound to find a bit of uneven bounce. Right. And as Test cricketers or as international cricketers, you're able to, you should be in control of that. Right. You shouldn't just say, oh, the ball kept a little lower and saying, you're a Test cricketer. You're getting paid mega bucks. Right. Come on, go out there and prove it, earn it.
Especially for the Indian batsmen, and there were plenty of those in both the teams that played tonight. But of course, the Sunrisers winning their first game of IPL Season 6. Thanks so much for talking to us, Farokh Engineer, Dean Jones.